a brief but disastrous marriage right after college. Now I've found a solid boyfriend, but that's as far as we've gotten. Glad you snagged a good man. I was too. Abe O'Neill was as good as they come. I looked around. Clumps of classmates, all of us nearly 30, stood talking, laughing, reconnecting. Sure, people were cleaned up and in nice clothes, but everybody still seemed to be in pretty good shape. I idly mused on what we would look like in 40 years at our 50th reunion. More paunch, for sure, plus gray dyed or no hair, depending. An arm went around my shoulder. "Hey, girlfriend, what's up?" Alana said. I twisted to see her. "Hey, you!" I threw both arms around her for a long overdue embrace. We pulled apart to stand grinning stupidly at each other. She'd been my puzzling friend, my biking companion, and my confidant. I moved east, and she'd slid north to Berkeley to put her doctorate in biochemistry to good use in some high-powered lab. Despite keeping in touch online, we hadn't seen each other in person since graduation. "You guys need to get a room or something?" Jason elbowed me. "Shut up, Wong." My petite friend exchanged fist bumps with him. "How you been? Keeping the city safe?" She wore her auburn hair in a no-nonsense ear-length cot, as usual, and tonight she dressed in a green silk top and loose dark pants. Alana had never been one for skirts. "Doing what I can," he said. "Have you figured out a cure for cancer?" "Working on it," Alana told him. "Really?" I asked. She gave a little shrug. "Robbie, you know there are all kinds of cancers, but yes, we are micromillimetering our way closer to—" A fingers-in-the-mouth whistle split the air. We turned toward the side of the room where a woman stood. I looked again. It was Catherine Russum. Not my favorite person from our school days. The buzz of conversation quieted. She waved both hands in the air. "Welcome to our 10th Chumash reunion, everybody. You've all got your name tags, so don't hesitate to go find your former best friend, or worst enemy, and tell them how much better they look now." She paused, clearly expecting a laugh. When nothing more than a polite smattering of chuckles resulted, she flicked back shoulder-length blonde hair and continued. "We did pretty well getting nearly 100 of you here out of a class of 250. Who came from farthest away?" I surveyed the room. On the other side of the crowd, a man waved his hand. He was tall enough that I could see dark hair already starting to recede. "Sydney, Australia." "Wow! Let's give it up for Joe Abrams," Catherine clapped. "Anybody from back east?" Jason pointed to my head, so I raised my hand. "It's only halfway back, but Indiana." Catherine peered. "Robbie Jordan?" Her mouth twisted like she'd tasted a moldy tortilla. "Hi, everybody," I called out. "It's great to be back." "Mostly." Catherine cleared her throat. "The buffet is all ready, so load up a plate. We have a killer entertainment lined up after dinner." Jason glanced at me and murmured, "If she'd ever encountered a real killer, she wouldn't use the word so lightly." "No kidding," I said. "Alana knows this, but you probably don't. I've been involved in solving several homicide cases in the last couple of years." He raised a surprised eyebrow. "No way, Rob. Truth?" "Truth." Alana nodded. "She told me about at least one of the cases. The guy in the ice?" She shivered. "That sounded like a nightmare." "It kind of was," I agreed. Small-town life isn't always the quiet, cozy existence people think it must be. "Even here in paradise." Jason gestured to the rose-colored clouds and white sand outside the doors. "We aren't immune to crime." I shook my head slowly. "No, I bet you aren't." Chapter 2.